I want to show you the back end of exactly how I hire, onboard, pay, and stay state compliant and tax compliant with my employees. The software that I use is called Gusto. Gusto makes it incredibly simple and easy to hire, pay, onboard, stay state and tax compliant with your employees and your independent contractors. For those of you that are not yet ready to hire employees, but you want to streamline your independent contractor payroll and taxes, then this is also for you. Now, Gusto allows you to onboard, pay, and issue tax forms for both independent contractors as well as employees. The system allows you to send over an offer letter and hiring agreement over to those independent contractors or employees. Once they accept that letter, it then puts them through an automated onboarding system where they can enter in their own personal details as well as their bank details to receive direct deposit. Once that process is complete, your employees and contractors can either track their own time using the time tracking tool within the system, or you can enter in their information manually. You also can set up the system to run on autopilot. So for those of you that have employees that will be having regular business hours with no changes, you can set this system and forget it, and it will pay them automatically. Now, you're going to be required to register with your state's employment board. In my state, the state of California, that's the California EDD. Once you create an account with your state's employment board as an employer, then you can take that registration number for that account that you have and you can integrate it into Gusto's system. That then means that Gusto will be able to calculate and remit those taxes that you must pay if you are running payroll. Additionally, if you are hiring employees, you are most likely going to be required to hold workers' comp insurance for those employees. Gusto provides you with in-house quotes on workers' comp insurance that you can easily integrate through their dashboard. These fees are calculated and paid out automatically, and it makes the process really simple. Next, Gusto issues all the tax forms that you need in order to be state and federally compliant. Things like 1099s, W-9s, W-2s, or any other tax form that you need to be payroll compliant with state and federal tax agencies will be calculated, filled out, and issued by Gusto. Lastly, if you want to give Gusto a try, I want to make sure that you use the link in the description down below because you will get a $100 referral bonus from Gusto the first time that you run payroll using my link. Okay, you guys, I hope that was helpful in taking some of the confusion, fear, and uncertainty about hiring, onboarding, paying, and staying tax and state compliant with your employees. I'm going to show you step by step how to hire your first employee. We are first going to create an account on Gusto. Once you have created an account, you are next going to set up your company profile. Here you're going to enter in who your company is planning to pay using Gusto. You can add in additional options later on. For now, we're just going to select that we are going to be paying employees in the US. Next, specify if you are new to running payroll or if you currently are running payroll using another method. Next, you'll be asked if you're registered as an employer with the IRS. You are going to be required to have what is called an EIN, an employer identification number. Now, if you don't already have one of these, you can obtain it quickly, easily, and for free at irs.gov in just a couple minutes. Go ahead and click the Start Application button here, and then you're going to enter in what type of legal structure your business is. You may most likely choose sole proprietor or LLC if you have filed paperwork with the Secretary of State to form that LLC. Next, specify why you need an EIN. Next, you're going to enter in either your business or your personal information, depending on whether you are an LLC or a sole proprietor. Next, you're going to enter in your doing business as name. If you have registered a different trade name, registering a doing business as name or a fictitious business name statement, you're going to enter that in here. You want this to line up with what is on file with the county clerk recorder's office. Sole proprietors can operate under their first and last legal name, or you can file an additional DBA with your county clerk recorder. Once you have completed all the information at irs.gov, it is going to instantly provide you with an employer identification number. Now we can go ahead and complete our Gusto profile over here. We are going to specify if we have an accountant or a bookkeeper to help our business. We are going to specify what industry you are in, and if your company has a website, you can enter that in here. You're going to specify what industry your business is in, and once you type in a keyword, it's going to populate several different options. You'll select the best one that applies. Next, you're going to specify if anyone in your company needs to track hours worked or create an hourly schedule. Next, specify if you want to offer health benefits to your employees. Gusto has in-house options that you can add on here so that you get everything all in once. Next, specify if you want a 401k plan, and Gusto can provide you with that as well. Next, in many states, you're going to be required to hold workers' comp insurance. If you do not have this and your state requires it, make sure that you get it through Gusto so that you can have fast and easy compliance. Next, you're going to be selecting the plan that you would like to purchase through Gusto. Here you can add, edit, or delete any additional services or add-ons that you would like to obtain from Gusto, such as healthcare, 401k plan, workers' comp, or any other services. These premiums are super easy to maintain and are very well priced. Now, you're going to notice that $0 is due today and no credit card is needed. But after your first day, billing is going to be started at the beginning of the month for the previous month's service. Once you are ready, go ahead and click continue. Next, you're going to be asked to add payroll details. Here you can add another admin if you're going to have an employee operating payroll. Next, enter in your company's mailing address in the United States. Next, enter in your company's mailing address and your company phone number. Next, enter in your EIN if you have not done so already. Enter in your company's business type and what the legal name of your company is. If you have registered an additional DBA, then you'll need to enter that in here. Next, select what filing form the IRS assigned to your company. Here you can find exactly where to locate that information on your IRS documentation. Go ahead and click either Form 941, which is the most common, or Form 944. Once those details are complete, you can go ahead and add your company's bank account. Here you can integrate it quickly and easily by clicking on the button, and it's going to automatically populate and sync with your bank account as needed for running payroll. Next, set up a payroll schedule. You can choose hourly, salaried, or both. Here you are going to set up the details of your pay schedule. You can choose the frequency and the date and the speed of delivery. Once all of those details have been set up, we're going to head over to the Hiring tab on the left-hand side. Here in the Hiring Toolkit, you can do a lot of different useful things for onboarding. We can send out an offer letter, we can run background checks, and we can invite someone to onboard themselves once they have accepted your offer. Click to add a new team member and then enter in their employee details. Here you can type in their first name, last name, their email address, what type of worker they are. Then you can have the system send over an offer letter. You can add information on that employee's role here, including the state that they're working in, the job title, the department within your business, their manager, the start date, and other details. Next, enter in their compensation details, including how they are paid, the amount that they are paid, and any special tax exemption status. Next, specify if you would like to invite that employee to onboard themselves or if you'd like to enter in their details. If you choose self-onboarding, you're going to enter in their email address here, send any welcome information or notes that you would like to go over there, select the documents that you would like to be collected, and then go ahead and send it over to them. They will be prompted to enter in all the information that the payroll system needs on their own. Once they are invited to onboard themselves into the system, then they are going to receive any personalized welcome notes that you have created, and then they will begin work on their start date. The information that they submit in the onboarding process is going to be automatically input in the correct places through Gusto automatically. Next, you'll need to check your state compliance. Your state is going to have its own unique set of requirements for paying and hiring employees. Here, Gusto carefully tracks exactly what the requirements are in every state to ensure that you are compliant. Go ahead and familiarize yourself with the steps that you need to do in order to be compliant in your state. This is going to have all necessary links to employment boards, etc., that you need to comply with and fill out. So if you forget to do any of this, Gusto will prompt you if you are missing something important, but you want to do it proactively before it is overdue. And now you are ready to have that employee work and be paid.